They be foot soldiers, standing at attention on street corners, living life off the wall, they color outside the borders.
What's up, y'all? We back in Philadelphia. My name is Serena Reed, Game Changer Project Fellow 2012. The story you're about to share chronicles the experiences of 3 extraordinary young poets. Using the power of story and words, these brothers show how our everyday experiences can be transformative tools used for self-expression and building community.
Prison news, I refuse to give in to ignorance like some choose.
It's the world around me that influences me to write. The people, the interactions I have with them every day, the systems that's put in place.
Only a certain kind of point of view gets through, gets support, gets love, gets encouraged, all these different kinds of things. And the way that I maintain an interest in it is by confronting all of that absolutely head on, like a train. I was learning how to write as a poet and performing at the same time. And I made a lot of mistakes.
I love being able to captivate a room where everybody's paying attention to what you're doing.
We gon' battle. We might win. You know, come on, you sneak. Nice sneaks. All right, let's go down. Okay, I'm gonna take hard as tough. I ain't gonna write. All the shit. All right, ready? Got the hope. What up? Yo, I'm hotter than the weather. Blow up like volcanoes. I'm insane, though. Just like Drano. Down the pipeline, see my shit like swine. But I don't need no fork on my fork. That's cliche. What they say? Fraser like Sunday. Hotter than sun rays. I'm making this shit like Frankie Beverly to me. Oh! They from Philly. So they're with you.
Anybody that does art that says they don't want to get recognized for it is kind of lying to themselves. 718485322 used to be the number that I dial up when I'm missing you. Used to be a time love was spanking shining new. Several years later, look at all the shit we've been through. Chilling in Sip, North Brownsville, projects, late creeps, pawn shops, bad chicks tried there. Working 3 jobs, stayed on the MTA, grabbed my Metro card, then it's off to another day. Lying, grinding, scheming, dreaming. If I didn't have it, then I took it. Real shit.
Having an obstacle to confront, having something to go up against, something to oppose, something that I saw as an injustice or something that I saw as something to fight. It's the reason that I started my own event. It's the reason that I've written some of the pieces that I've written. It's the reason that, you know, I've become ostracized in my particular scene.
In high school, you kind of get exposed to all these different opinions about how you should dress and how you should look, and I never felt like I kind of fitted in. I got along with everybody, I didn't fit in. So I kind of wanted to make a statement of who I was, and the best way to do that is to speak words, and so I did a poem.
I know when I write and I read it back to myself, I'm like, damn, now this is starting to make sense. Oh, whoa, I was really angry at her. This broken heart is starting to heal. I'm starting to really get through this. I remember being teased as a poet. They're like, yeah, you doing that soft ass poetry. You this, you that. And I'd be like, for real? I'm soft because I'm expressing myself? I ain't paying no mind, but I definitely didn't share it with them. I didn't agree with them either. I believe a man can be in touch with his emotions and express himself.
In 2007, Greg Corbin founded PYPM, Philadelphia Youth Poetry Movement, a volunteer-based organization offering free weekly youth poetry workshops. An average of 55 teens attend the weekly workshops and monthly poetry open mic slams, boast an attendance record of over 125 Philadelphia area youth, changing the game.
Girl, my tongue game is like LeBron's game. Not lately, right after you got that.
Adrian Jackson, aka Saint Scribbly LaCroix, reveals the most provocative, ruckus, and innovative happenings in the Philly poetry scene. Adrian started The Last Word, an all-ages monthly open mic performance art fiasco.
The soul yolk out of an egg without breaking the shell fantasy.
I didn't have that kind of communication with my parents. It wasn't, I wasn't encouraged to express myself in that way. I was encouraged to do good in school, and school was such a big part of my life that when I messed up at it, that in some way informed my relationship with my parents, you know what I mean? It made things difficult.
Kid around the corner got killed not even 24 hours ago. Somebody got out of the car and walked up to him and shot him 12 times. Teenager. That's mean. Sad.
The amount of passion that I have is what I probably bring through my art. I think I pull a lot of my inspiration. I know that's not what you asked. It's probably from pain, though, and frustration, and not understanding something about myself or something about the world, and then like you kind of put it through like this process, your artistic process. Sergeant Sass was Deshaun's brainchild. He came up with it one day. It was kind of just like two words, I guess he like put together, and then we kind of sat down and we really, it really expresses who we are. It's like the militant and the, the sassiness, like, okay, we're gay or queer, whatever we want to identify as, but, we should also be taken seriously, and, we can have fun too, and it shouldn't really be, our sexuality shouldn't be, the issue at hand. It's out there now, so, just take our art for what it is. I think black men have a responsibility for themselves to kind of portray themselves. We have people that are in the media like Jay-Z or Kanye West that probably will get the most attention, and other, athletes as well that get the most attention as far as the media goes. Those aren't our heroes, I don't think those should be our heroes. I look up to these men as far as business goes, as far as making decisions in music, in business. That's why I kind of would look forward to like talking to them or look up to them in that manner. But as far as being some kind of role model, for me, definitely not. That's all about, who you was raised by,
And look at the system that we exist in: incarceration, education. Look at our families, and look at our male role models, and how that equation comes together to create this identity of what we think manhood is.
The characterizations of the MLKs and the Malcolm X's and all of these different people, even as they stand right now, in my mind, to this day, are still unreal to me. And while their efforts may have been heroic and may have been you know, all of the things that, you know, they are known for, you know, they're just not realistic stories to me. They're the, you know, kind of talented tinting of the black experience, or the black male experience. And I think that that doesn't have as much value to me as, you know, as my father, as a man, you know, or as my uncles. I had it hard with my father. It was like, you know, I think we talked about this in a previous interview, was that, you know, I looked so much like my father, I wanted to be my own person, you know what I mean? And you know, my son, you know, he has the same thing growing up, because he looks exactly like me. I think that some of the decisions that I made in regards to my appearance, and in regards to just the way I carry myself in general, has to do with me wanting to distance myself visually from my father. There wasn't really any black people, or any people in general, that I wanted to be like when I was growing up. I had a very strong sense of individuality, a very strong sense of who I was.
When I'm on stage, my biggest goal is to make sure I utilize that energy, that time, and that space, that attention, to the best of my abilities.
I left you for this nice John I call Philly, yeah. You'll be keeping me up late night. Silly say, Philly says she love me, she do things for me, and yeah, she kinda violent, but she really do adore.